We know that cameras on our phones are great, and we heard by now that in fact they're good enough to shoot professional footage. Right? Right? If you've ever filmed a video on your phone and thought, why does this look really bad and weird and shaky? Like focus is breathing in and out, the exposure keeps changing, and the color just fills off. It's probably not just your lighting. It's likely a stock camera on your Android or your iPhone. So today, we're going to fix that with this app. Hey, I'm Mike Russell, and today to show you how to fix all those issues, we're using one app. And the best part, it's completely free. The Blackmagic camera app. It really is quite a powerhouse of features. I'll show you how to set this up properly, how to shoot cinematic footage on your phone, and then how to take that footage into the Riverside app so that it's ready to publish. So what's the ideal setup for recording on the Blackmagic camera app? Well, you'll see there are so many features on this little app, but I'd recommend the first thing you do is set it to 4K resolution. Now you can crop and reframe in post-production down to 1080p if you like, but 4K gives you the maximum amount of video to work with. It makes screen recordings readable, and of course you can export to 1080p in whatever you're using, like Riverside, as we'll see later. So remember, even if you publish in 1080p, always record in 4K. Next up, we've got frame rate. Yes, frames per second here can be easily altered on the app. Choose one and commit to it. My recommendation, if you're doing something cinematic and you want that cool creator look with a nice vibe, 24 frames per second is cinema standard. But if you want a YouTube standard vibe, maybe you're doing a talking head video, kind of like this is right now, 30 frames per second is slightly smoother and more YouTube native. No need to go any higher than that to 60 frames per second unless you want every movement to be silky smooth or you're filming sport. There's just no need to have a bigger file size for extra frames per second. If you're doing slow-mo, then 120 frames per second could be your ultimate key. Do not mix frame rates in the video, and that is the biggest tip on FPS. The Blackmagic camera app also allows you to change shutter speed so you can really dial it in and keep any motion blur natural, and it automatically adapts, by the way, if you change FPS. So prevent that stuttery movement, dial in your shutter speed. Set it once on the app and then forget it. Next up, we've got ISO. Now, set this as low as you possibly can. Obviously, the lower it is, the darker your video gets. So in dark conditions, you'll need to raise it a bit. But really, if you're outdoors, you can get a very low ISO and get clean video. And if you're indoors, you might need to raise it up a bit just to make the light brighter. But definitely never leave ISO on auto. This keeps your image clean and consistent. Then we've got a white balance in here. And of course, white balance allows you to change this. Usually, press the auto, it's on auto mode, but when you switch auto off in the Blackmagic app, it allows you to change that. Now, obviously, dial this in carefully. If you dial it in too crazy, it'll be all white and washed out. And if you dial it up too warm, everything will just look yellow, and you'll get that kind of yellow magenta face look. Indoor light around 3,200 to 4,000K, and if you're out in daylight, you might want to go for 5,200 to 5,600K. And this is important. If you leave it on auto white balance, your white balance may shift as you film the video, giving you strange colored looks as you film. Now, a really big feature of the Blackmagic app is you can set the codec. Now, by default, it is H.265. It used to be H.264 as standard, and you can choose the Apple ProRes formats, which is typically what the iPhone films in. That's why you get a MOV file when you export. But if you film in H.265 on the Blackmagic app, you will get nice compatible videos that you can drag straight into your editor. And this is key, much smaller files, which edit smoothly not only on your computer, but also in Riverside. And remember, with this app, there's no SSD required, no fiddling about with SD cards and putting them in here and there or anything like that. You can even connect to Blackmagic Cloud if you have that, and everything looks absolutely excellent. If I could just remind you of one thing, do not use ProRes for tutorials and workflow videos unless you're color grading heavily. You can use it for outdoor stuff and cinematic stuff, or if you're delivering broadcast quality stuff. But for YouTube education, HEVC or the H.265 standard is perfect. You've also got the option to set up color, standard, Rec 709, not log. This is key. Do not shoot log. You definitely don't need it unless you're making professional grade cinematic stuff. You want footage to look good immediately. You don't want to have to do color grading and everything else later. This will get a good look for you and give you nice editing with zero friction. And remember, for orientation, match your platform. For YouTube, it's horizontal. For shorts and reels, it's vertical. And remember, the Blackmagic app shoots by default, no matter what orientation you hold the phone in horizontal, which is a really cool feature. If you're unsure, by the way, just record horizontal and crop vertical later from your 4K footage. And for audio, remember, it's always key to have an external mic like I often use when I'm shooting out and about, or a shotgun mic or something like that. Set the gain manually. You can actually see those gain levels in the app and watch your levels to make sure you're not peaking or distorting. Remember that good audio matters way more than perfect video. Just a quick thing here. I'm aiming for 500,000 subscribers by the end of the year. If you're not already subscribed, look at that button down below. If you could smash the subscribe button, also hit a like, that would really help. And hopefully by the end of the year, 500,000 subscribers on this channel. Thank you. Now, I wanted to show you the difference between filming on the Blackmagic app and just your native video app. So let's look at some outdoor comparisons. This is nature filmed on the Blackmagic app, and then I switched over to the native iPhone video app. That's not so good. And here we are indoors, Blackmagic and iPhone video. You can not only see the difference in clarity, but the custom LUT and look is a lot crisper and sharper and nicer on the Blackmagic app. Okay, so now you know the why, what, and how of the Blackmagic app. So you've got your footage. It's time to stick some headphones on and hop into the wonderful Riverside app where I've already uploaded my Blackmagic footage. And I can click into edit this footage and work in the Riverside editor to really polish this and make it ready for production. So as you can see, I've got a nice transcript of everything I've filmed. And if I go over here to uploads, you'll also see if I go into videos, I uploaded a little bit of B-roll that I made, the Blackmagic nature, which I can drag in and use as some B-roll on my clips. I can also go ahead and upload some more B-roll. Well, that's easy. I just double click it. It uploads right here inside my Riverside editor, and I can insert it whenever I want in the timeline. So let's play back what we have so far. This is me filming on the Blackmagic camera app. Oh, one thing I've noticed, I did say good audio is very important, and it really is. The AI tools over here allow you to apply magic audio with just one click. It's going to go ahead and just enhance that rather dodgy iPhone microphone sound, and I should sound a lot better very soon indeed. Mike Russell's audio is enhanced. Let's have a listen. This is me filming on the Blackmagic camera app. Okay, so already Magic Audio in Riverside made me sound a lot better. Okay, let's go back to my B-roll, into videos, and yes, we can see the B-roll I uploaded has processed. Let's pull in the nature first of all, and you'll see it will pull into my video here. I'll make it a full video, and we'll go and play back, and look, the nature is appearing there. So as I play back, let's play back from here.
Look is better. I can customize LUTs, frames per second, ISO.
And let's actually move this around. I can actually drag the B-roll to where I want it to be. So let's drag it here and play.
Magic camera app. You'll see I get a lot better quality.
And then it's back to me, so I can put B-roll straight in. Let's do the same as I talk about customization. We'll go to uploads, we'll go to videos here, and we'll bring in those customization options, expanding it out to reach the whole of the video. Now I can also trim things in, so not only can I move things around, but I can actually trim the B-roll I want to use, and then we'll play back from the start again to see exactly what has happened.
This is me filming on the Blackmagic camera app. You'll see I get a lot better quality. The look is better. I can customize LUTs, frames per second, ISO, shutter speed, and so much more.
So that is really cool. So it's now time to add the finishing touch. And yes, I can make this YouTube ready by adding captions. I can scroll down, find my favorite captions. I even get the preview down here. And now as I play back again from the start, let's have a look and see what it's done.
This is me filming on the Blackmagic camera app. You'll see I get a lot better quality. The look is better. I can customize LUTs, frames per second, ISO, shutter speed, and so much more.
So that is really cool. And when I'm done editing my Blackmagic production from my iPhone inside Riverside, I can go into export. I can grab the video. Now, of course, remember what we said about 4K. I can export in 4K, but 1080p is perfectly fine. And because we filmed in 4K, we'll get a really crisp, sharp video. So let's go for 1080. We'll hide the watermark, normalize audio levels. If we want, we can turn that on. But of course, Magic Audio does that for us. No need to remove any background noise. Just click export, and in moments, you'll have a download link ready to upload to your YouTube channel. There we go. Just go to exports and download the video. So there we go. That is really cool. The Blackmagic app, it's free and unbelievably cool. It essentially turns your phone into a Blackmagic camera with so many features that you can dial into for professional movie making, YouTubing, and just generally higher quality videos than you can film on your stock phone video app. It's really, really cool. I hope you've enjoyed watching this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate you being there. And YouTube is showing a video on your screen now. You should watch next. Thanks.